Hi, Cancer. I'm G1 Writer with G1 Insights, and this is your life and love energy for the month of March 2020. I am excited for you, Cancer, because I feel like there is something that is very unique for you for the month of March. This season for you will be, of course, all about reconnecting, partnerships, friendships. You may even find yourself suddenly like defending other people, people that you at some point never really felt that close to. You will suddenly find that you are very overprotective over them. You want to defend them. You want to come to their rescue. There might be a situation that pop up and you're like, no, I used to think that they were wrong, but no, they are actually showing me with every reason why they can be right, and so it's causing you to sympathize with these particular people because you want what's best, not just for yourself, but for other people. And you realize that by being there for other people actually do make you feel good. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Venus in Cancer, if I have not already said that. Okay? Cancer, the first part of, I feel like it's towards, the end of February, going into the month of March. You're going to be feeling really, really positive. Again, it's going to be about socialization, standing up for people, fighting for human rights, doing the right thing. And it makes so much sense. I mean, with Mercury going back and forth between Pisces and Aquarius and Pisces, there's a lot of emotional up and downs. So something you have always thought about, or maybe not always, but something you've been thinking a lot about recently, okay, is coming true to you or coming true for you in a very synchronicity type of way, like sacronic way, I should have said that. Kind of like divine, something that you least expected. Okay, so for instance, for a lot of you, this is a career-related situation where you were like, oh, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm going to just apply for a new job. I don't have time for this energy anymore. I'm ready to move forward. And then somehow a shift happens in your job, or you get into an argument with a coworker, or there's this huge disagreement. And something led you to be a lot more motivated now more than ever to pursue that type of goal or to actually go after. So this is definitely something you thought about, but you put it at the back of your mind maybe I'll just wait for the right time, And suddenly with this particular shift coming in, it's like, okay, I had this thought once upon a time, but now that this situation has occurred and it's affecting me, I think that this is the time for me to just do what I got to do, because this is really, really messing me up, And so again, for a lot of you, this is career-related issues. For some of you, this could be a love situation. This could be a family matter, something that you had really, really strong opinions about at once upon a time. And now you're seeing for yourself that all the while you were correct, you were right. And, or maybe that someone else is right. Like I said, I feel like you guys are going to be defending a situation or defending someone. It's interesting because I believe it was last month or in the month of December. I believe it was last month, in the month of January or February. Or it could have even been in December, where I talked to you guys about, the battle is not yours, So for some of you, that really stood true. Like, okay, this is the thought that I'm having because of this situation, and I'm not going to give up. This is how I feel about it, And now, here we are, 60 days later or 90 days later, you're realizing that there was definitely something wrong all along. That what you were, for a lot of you, it's like what you were fighting for is no longer a need to fight for. For some of you, it's like a blessing in disguise. Like I said, for a lot of you, it's something that you definitely thought about. You gave a lot of thought to this. and it kind of went in the back of your mind, and all of a sudden a situation occurred, and it's like, you know what? It's cool. I was planning on finding a new job anyway. Like, you know what? You're not really the man for me anyway, so I'm glad you really feel that way. You know, for a lot of you, it's like, you know what? I knew that she was right about you all along, and I just can't believe what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing. But I'm glad that you feel that way because, you know, I've been feeling that way too for a long time now, and it's about time that I face my truth. You know, so Cancer, the first half of March, it's all about appreciation, you know, and realizing like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry guys, I have a little sniffles and stuff, so my nose is like giving me a headache, okay? So this is really all about appreciation and really having like your cake and baking it at the same time. It's really like you're running the show indirectly. Like, you don't even really mean for this type of situation to unfold, but it unfolded in your favor because you already had it in your mind. And like I said, for a lot of you, this is a career-related situation, okay? So the universe is really encouraging you to be bold and to speak your truth. So by mid-March, okay, around between the 12th and the 16th, that would probably be the best time to say, I quit, I give up, I'm going to find a new job, I'm in love with someone else, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. Like, that is probably the best time to do those things, okay? Try your best not to make these drastic decisions early on in the month of March because we are still in the middle of Mercury retrograde. And Mercury has went retrograde from February 16th up until March 9th. So, of course, your emotions are everywhere. You know, even though it's like a sense of greatness, of appreciation is increasing amongst friends and your supporters and your loved ones. Maybe you feel like you need to reach out to a loved one. Maybe you realize you treated someone really, really bad lately. And maybe you feel like you want to make amends. You know, or, because that's what Mercury retrograde does anyway. You know, it brings up things from the past. It resurfaces and cause us to really, really really think about if we made the right decision or not, you know. And Mercury is going to go retrograde in a sign of Pisces, but like I said, it's going to be back and forth between Aquarius and Pisces, Aquarius. So, you know, while you may have the impulsive energy of an Aquarius being very unpredictable and logical and very intelligent, you know, Mercury does not really feel too good being in a sign like Pisces because Pisces is super emotional. And so for you, Cancer, that is your sister sign. So anytime that there are a lot of emotions being brought up to the surface, you can't help yourself. You're like, you know, this is fucked up. Like, I can't believe that I'm going through this right now, you know. And with that being said, like I said, it's going to be something that really give you that push. Like, if you've never been more motivated to do something, you will definitely feel a lot more motivated now because something has got in you on edge. And you're ready. Like I said, you're ready, okay? Take bold actions, bold decisions, okay? Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. So, okay, we have that energy starting off, but like I said, because it's such a roller coaster energy for the month of March, okay, there's going to be a lot of thoughts, again, about relationships, partnerships, relationships and, like, friendships, people you haven't seen in a while, people that you would like to get to know. It's going to be a very interesting season. But Spirit wants you to know, honey, that everything that glitter isn't gold, okay? So there's definitely something here that is causing you to doubt what this person has said to you all along. Like, they have obviously presented one thing, but it's like now they're doing something totally different, and you're feeling like, I thought I could trust you, you know? Or, so this person was telling me the truth about you the whole time, and I blocked it, you know, all of that negative energy out because I wanted something better. And now I'm not sure what to do because this is different. I thought that, you know, we were here, and obviously we're not, you know. So I feel like a lot of you are having like second thoughts. Okay, again, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise. A lot of you are having second thoughts, realizing that, okay, you know what, it's not meant to be. Maybe I should just go ahead and take that new job, or, you know, maybe I should go ahead and meet that new guy and, you know, go out dancing with my girls. Maybe I should do that, because lately I haven't really been feeling like I'm in control. I feel like I'm just doing this to make everybody else happy. And yes, the money is okay, but when I really think about it, it's not worth the stress. Okay? So Spirit wants you to know that you are protected. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected from all these demonic energies and people that are praying against you and working against you. You know, you guys are really divinely protected and guided, okay? I hate when my allergies act up. I really hate it. Whew. So, guys, if those of you where it's like actually is about your career, there's definitely like an authority figure here. And I feel like this person actually do want to give you an opportunity to kind of prove yourself, to do what you need to do, to come in and make things happen. And I feel like with this situation happening, you have a lot much more to prove than you thought. Now, guys, I want to point out some synchronicities to you, okay? When I shuffle your cards, right, we know appreciation came out. We were like, all right, cool, right? Milk and honey came out. But what stuck out to me was that these are the numbers. So this is your energy before really taking time to manifest that happiness and that growth and that stability and that security, right, into your life. And this is you after the fact. It's like, you know, it came out in reverse. So it's definitely something you need to focus on, is that even though this situation happened to me, I'm still grateful for the experience, you know. I'm still grateful that, you know, I was able to get certified. I'm grateful that these people saw my true potential. I'm happy. So, not only that, but there's the number 15, and here's the number 51. That's the first synchronicity, okay? I thought it was so interesting. Because if we flip it, it's the number 15 again. So, that was crazy. Okay? The other thing was, you know, Happy Family came out, okay? Happy Family came out. We know that that's usually about marriage, celebration, having children, reuniting, getting to know people, having a good time, being on top of our business, really, really celebrating our growth, right? And then right under that, we got glitter isn't gold. All that glitters is in gold, my love. And it came out in reverse. So if you have had any doubts, you know, again, this can be a blessing in disguise. Something that you thought, maybe this is not going to work out for me. It is actually working out in your favor, because this is the boost that you needed. This is that push that you needed, okay? Not only that, the number 16 definitely boils down to the number 4. So it was so interesting to me that the number 16 came out, okay? Happy Family is the number 4. So the number 4 is definitely a powerful, powerful number. Definitely about spiritual growth and relationships and harmony and peace and, you know, really, really pulling ourselves together. Now, I also got here a man holding a coin, which is number 43. And, of course, like I said, it's all about prosperity and stability and harmony and peace and all that good stuff. And it came out in an upright position, so it's good energy here, okay? But you also got the number 43 in this deck as well, which is deep knowing. Following your intuition, okay? Like I said, it's definitely something that came to you, that went by, and due to the situation unfolding, it gave you that boost. Now you're like, okay, you know what? I know what I need to do. I don't need to look any further. You know, for some of you in some situations, this is what I needed. Because I didn't want to just walk out of this relationship. I needed this to happen so I can realize that you were never meant for me. I needed the situation to happen so that I can know that I was not just, being dramatic or, pointing fingers or trying to hurt people's feelings. I needed the situation to happen so that I can know that I belong in a much better place. So this is really good energy, Cancer. You also, last but not least, you got peace, my love. Irene, there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. This is definitely a blessing in disguise. So let's check out your soul's journey and let's see what else the universe has for you, my love. I'm very proud of you because I feel like you're taking this situation where it can actually feel really heartbroken and feel like you're really devastated about this thing. And you're taking it and you're looking at the bright side. You're looking at the positive side of it all. So, what's not to celebrate? I needed this to happen. If the storm didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. That's your testimony, my love. And so it's definitely something to look forward to. So I already kind of pre-shuffled, Cancer. So let's just see what the universe has for you for the month of March when it comes to your soul's journey. What is it that Cancer, Sun, Moon, Horizon, or Venus in Cancer needs to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, guys, I'm like so congested. Wow, failure. Maybe at one point you did feel like a failure. Like I said, realizing this situation that is unfolding is going to make you feel a bit awkward, okay? Because you were totally believing in something and now you see the truth for what it is. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. What did I say, Cancer? Is a blessing in disguise, okay? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. If I did not go through the storm, I wouldn't be where I am today. Okay? Blame. Wow. Wow. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay? I know that I screwed up. I know that, I went against my core values. I went against my belief system. I trusted you when I shouldn't have had. I believed in you when I should have really believed this person. I really thought you had my back, but now I realize that, it's all good. I made a mistake. I fucked up. It's cool. I'm moving on. I'm not going to sit here and cry over spilled milk, my love. Spilled milk that I'm not fucking drinking anyway. Because it's not meant for me to be here. It's meant for me to prosper and move on. Okay? Wow. How beautiful is that message? Wow, grief, celebrating your losses, not getting hung up over what transpired, what happened, not feeling like, it's my fault. Because a lot of you are feeling like, damn, I really fucked up. How can I bounce back from this? But you will get that peace of mind, Cancer. Please wait until between March 12th and the 16th. I guarantee you, clarity will return. We have a full moon in Virgo happening March 9th, give or take a day. That is the same week that Mercury is going to go direct. So clarity will definitely return and you won't feel so obligated to your emotions and feeling like you got to cater to that negative aspect of yourself, okay? I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Wow, what did I say in the beginning? I'm not happy with the circumstances, but this is the boost that I needed. I'm not happy with what's going on, but I appreciate the experience because I'm going to a better place, a new job, a new lover. And it's not going to be anything like this experience was because I'm growing mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I am not going to be who I used to be. I'm not going to just dive in and like I said, you're going to feel like you want to defend people and come to the rescue. But when you start to see the truth in a situation and you start to see that, you were right all along or that somebody actually hurt you, that you trusted and that you supported and believed in, you're going to take a step back and say, you know what? God, I'm thankful that you've shown me what I needed to see. Like I said, this season about you making bold decisions. And you may use this opportunity while most people say it's a downfall, it's heartbreaking, you may use this opportunity as a way to move forward. So like I said, it is definitely a blessing in disguise, my love. Be confident and be bold, because you do understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay? I understand that a mistake is an early opportunity to learn. And it sucks, Cancer, in a way, because, you don't always want to have to feel like you got to go through something to learn something. But for a great deal of you, that is your story. That is your testimony. That is something you are going to be willing and feeling really good about sharing with the rest of the world. That, I remember when I was out there doing what I had no business doing, and just look at how God used me. Just look at how my life has transformed. Just look at how before I was so angry and, I felt so without. And now I see things for what they really are. Like, I see the love that people were giving me all along. I see that job was not meant for me. I have to let it go. So the first week of March, those are a lot of pending thoughts that's going to be in your head. Some thoughts are going to be returning. That thought that you had about leaving that relationship, leaving that house, relocating, leaving that marriage, leaving that job. All these thoughts are returning, and now you have the answer. Because when it's all said and done, love wins. Love wins. Okay? This is not happening by mistake, my love. This is true synchronicities, okay? So it's totally up to you to embrace all that the universe is giving you. And I really thank you, Cancer, for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my videos. Please hit that message. It's like a bell right there at the bottom. Hit that bell so you guys can be one of my subscribers, and that way anytime I go live or upload a video, you guys will be among the first to find out that I am on here doing my video. Okay? I love you. Mwah. And happy March and happy early spring. Mwah. Bye, guys.